We began the morning pretty chilly in the 40s and 50s, but quickly warmed into the 70s to almost 80 degrees, and a few spots did get into the low 80s. 76 degrees at the moment. Now, the humidity definitely a bit higher than it was yesterday, but dew points in the 50s, still pretty comfortable. Winds, though, now out of the southeast at 17 miles an hour. So it was breezy today, and that wind out of the southeast is beginning the process of warming us up and turning us more humid. Now, our high temperature a little above our normal high of 75 degrees, getting almost 80 degrees. But look at our morning low was 51, well below the normal. And as I said, we had 40s on the North Shore to begin the day. Temperatures at the moment, generally 70s, some upper 70s, and even an 80-degree reading up in Bogalusa. Dew points are on the rise, but have been fairly comfortable during the day. But that will continue to change during the later night and overnight hours. Notice those dew points getting into the 60s could lead to a little patchy fog, and with those dew points more upper 60s and then approaching 70 degrees during the day tomorrow and into Saturday, that's the more uncomfortable feel, and it will have that muggy feel during the day tomorrow and Saturday before maybe a cold front. Winds out of the southeast, at times pretty breezy. They'll be settling down a bit during the night, but a breezy day is expected again for tomorrow. And we've been under sunny skies. Cloud cover just off to our west will start moving in later tonight and overnight, so expect to see increasing clouds late this evening, more after dark and through the overnight period. And we're also going to be watching for another upper disturbance, which will bring in a weak cold front for this weekend. One thing that has been a little bit more consistent with the models is that this upper feature will push through a very weak, we'll call it cool front. Main energy is now moving well into the desert or western part of the nation. It's a little bit more north of the desert. This is what have been bringing in these several types of features. That heavy rainfall across California. Well, now that rain changing over to snow across the Rockies, and the vigorous upper system will start to develop a cold front across the central part of the nation. This is where we're going to see most of our storms with the front itself. For us, the main energy is staying well north of us, so we're not going to see a great deal of a push, for one, developing any real severe weather threat, and two, not really getting into any cool, dry air. A little milder as we head into Sunday, a little less humid for Palm Sunday, but not dramatically so. And in fact, we'll start to see another little upper disturbance brings in a chance of rain on Monday, and then we will start to warm probably into the more mid, maybe upper 80s as we head into next week, with a building upper ridge really helping to send those temperatures more well above average and maybe even at times flirting with records. We'll talk more about those temperatures in just a moment. This is the severe weather outlook for Friday going into early Saturday. Note several hot spots of either tornadic storms or strong winds with that very vigorous upper level low. By the time the front gets to us, there really is no threat of severe weather. In fact, our rain chances look fairly low with the front itself. So overnight tonight, we start to see an increase in cloud cover. Dry tonight and dry for the day on Friday. By Saturday, I'm kind of giving a 30% chance. A lot of the models not even going that high, maybe a few 20 to 30% shot at a few showers, but it does look like the front will move south of the coastline, and that should be enough to get us into some slightly less humid and slightly, we'll call it milder temperatures. 7-day forecast, we're back into the 80s for tomorrow and more of a muggy feel for Saturday as well. Palm Sunday, high temperatures more mid upper 70s, so a little more comfortable. 20% chance for an isolated shower with that front right nearby. Again, we're going to quickly warm right back into the mid and even some upper 80s as we head further into next week.